Hello and welcome to today's video. So today I didn't prep for filming at all really. I mean, I have all of like this stuff prepped, but I did not think I was filming today, so I am a mess, but that's okay. I also have really bad heartburn right now. Third trimester problems, I guess. Also, a funny story before we get into today's video. There is a local donut store that makes really yummy donuts. Especially their like specials. They had a banana split one, which was amazing. They had an Nanaimo bar one, which was fantastic. So I love like their specialty donuts. They're just phenomenal. And today was Harry Potter themed donut day, and they had 3 special donuts. One, I don't remember exactly what they were. Let me just tell you. I'll just show you a picture, actually. That's better. Here. So they had right? It was amazing. And it looked so good there. And I asked Alex if he could pick all of them up for me, and he said no. And I started crying. So yeah, pregnancy, I cry over really weird things. Yeah, it's fine. I don't need the donuts. I don't need to eat 3 donuts, but I just really wanted to. But now it's probably a good thing because I am sick, so it's probably a good thing. Whatever, it's fine. Anyways, today's video is going to be my June and July wrap up and my failed reading rush readathon. In June, I read 1 book, and it was Smoke in the Sun by Renee Ahdieh. I gave this a 4 out of 5 stars. Buddy read this. I should actually check in and see how she liked it. I enjoyed it. I really forgot what happened in the first book though, so the beginning of the second book was really confusing, but once I kind of refreshed my memory, it was much more enjoyable. I listened to it on Libby, which is the audio, well, it's not just audiobook, but it's like a phone app that you can use for libraries, and I listened to it on audio, which I really enjoyed. The one thing that really bugged me about this book though is how terrible they are at communication. Just like the main girl and her love interest just suck at communicating. In July, I finished 2 things. The first one is The Raven Boys by Maggie Stiefvater, and I gave this a 4 out of 5 stars as well. I also listened to this one as an audiobook, and I used Libby for it as well. It is a young adult paranormal book, and there's like not really much romance in this one. I think it's supposed to be in the other ones. I'm not really sure. I didn't really realize how like paranormal it was. I've heard so much about it, but I don't really remember any of it. I just remember seeing it everywhere. So when it got to more creepier parts, I was kind of surprised, pleasantly surprised. I really did enjoy this book. I tried reading it, like the physical book, a while ago, and for some reason I just could not get into it, but with the audiobook it just pulled me in and I was very entertained. The next thing I read in July was an e-arc from NetGalley, and it was a graphic novel, and it's called The Avant-Gardes Volume 1. It's by Carly Ustin, and the illustrator was Noah Hayes. Personally, I didn't love it. Like, it was kind of just like middle ground for me, but lately I've been finding myself not really being super invested into graphic novels or manga like I used to. I just haven't been enjoying it as much as I used to. So while I think this graphic novel is really well done, it was really good, it was diverse, it was entertaining, it gave you little snippets of backstory, but not a whole lot, just to like kind of get you interested to read the other volumes. I really did enjoy it. Personally, I was like meh about it, but I think people would actually really enjoy it. So yes, I think, hi, oh my gosh, you're adorable. Very cute. So yeah, It's about a girl that goes to a different college or just a college. It's about a girl that goes to a college and she's new there and she's, I guess, walking around looking all the clubs at the beginning, and she ends up I guess, kind of being recruited for the basketball team. It's more of an art school and they really, really, really want her on the basketball team, and it's just, I guess the first volume is them getting her on the team. Hi. Now, for my reading rush fail, I read one book. Alright. So, the one book I read was, I will put the title up here. There we go. And it was a manga, and it was for the challenge to read a book in the same spot the entire time. I gave it a 3 out of 5 stars. I ended up reading 3 volumes that day. Not all at one time, mind you. But the first volume I read sitting in one spot. Yes. So I think I liked volume 1 and 3. 2 was okay. But my interest in this manga definitely plummeted the more I read, because like the main couple just wasn't like getting together, you know? Like, they kept realizing their feelings, and then the main girl was just so frustrating and just, they sucked at communicating. And apparently that's a really big thing that really makes me mad about books, is when they suck at communicating, and pretty much everything could be fixed if they just actually like had a conversation and instead of just jumping to conclusions and freaking out. So that is my failed reading rush. I wrote down a list and then I realized I'm not going to complete it. I'll just show it to you. That was that. So I have 4 books that I didn't get to finish in July that I will probably move over into my August TBR, but that'll be a separate video because I do have some e-arcs from NetGalley that I need to read in August that I will be sharing. So the first one is Darius the Great is Not Okay. I'm listening to that as an audiobook. The barking and the sound, I'm so sorry, Rise playing with toys, the Paw Patroller. And I have about 4 hours left of this audiobook. So far, I am really, really liking it. There is 7 hours in total, around 7 hours. And I really, really, really like this book so far. I started listening to Darius the Great is Not Okay for the reading rush because there's 5 words in the title. Didn't finish it, I tried. The next one that I will probably finish today is The Kingdom by Jess Rothenberg. And I have just this tiny little chunk left, and this book is addicting. It just gives me Westworld vibes so much. It's really good. I will be doing a review on this one probably because I'm thoroughly loving it. So this is told in multiple different ways in multiple different timelines. So there's the current timeline. Well, what is the current timeline? There is her trial, and then there's like an interview with her and someone, the doctor, and then there's also, thank you, Gwen, there's also the chain of events leading up to the thing that she's in trial for. So it's very cool. I really like it. Definitely when you're reading it, make sure to look at the chapters and check the times of when the chapter is taking place. It'll help you keep track of everything better in your head. Oh my goodness.
On my bed.
Okay, just a minute. Then the other books that I am currently reading, I was actively reading 2 of these, but then I put them down because of the reading rush readathon, which I failed anyways, so it's fine. The first one is Like a River Glorious by Rae Carson. I enjoy this one a lot. This one is really good. It's set in like gold rush America, and hi, are you okay? And it's about the main girl who is able to sense gold. The next one is Arch Enemies by Marissa Meyer. I'm only on page 45, so I'm not very far in this one. I currently have the audiobook on my phone, so I can, once I'm done the book I'm currently listening to and currently reading, then I will go to this one and try and finish it quickly. Yes. The next book I was reading in July but haven't finished is King of Scars by Leigh Bardugo. I am on page 154. This is following Nikolai. Though for some reason, this is a slower read for me, and it is a bit slower for me to get to. Yeah, I don't know, I'm having a harder time reading it. I have been really enjoying it. I can't read a lot of it at one time, which is why it's taking me so long and I haven't finished it yet. I just can't sit down and read it for very long. So thank you for watching my June, July, and failed reading rush wrap up. I hope you enjoyed it, and I'll see you in the next video. Bye.